I want to say hello and thank you to all of you who are serving as mental health services coordinators for our schools districts. And I have to tell you what a big win this is and what a big day it is. I'm deeply disappointed that I can't be there with you in person. But the fact that you're sitting in this room, getting professional development, learning about this new role that we've never had before on a statewide level is a testament to years worth of work. Now, this is something that I have personally wanted for many years, back to my time as local superintendent, and then my time as executive director at SSA, and then the last 2.5 years as state superintendent. But never did I realize that so quickly would we be able to convince our legislators, and they would jump on board. And some of them, as you probably know by now, just absolutely took this by the horns and said, we have to get folks into our schools who can coordinate services and who can help make sure that our students get the mental health supports that they need. Many of you know me or know a little bit about me, but I started out as a high school science teacher. I came up through the ranks as a local principal and superintendent, and now I'm thrilled to be serving as your state superintendent. But I'm also married to a social worker, and Robin and I have for many years gone back and forth in talking about what are the best ways that we can support families, both from inside the school as educators and from outside the school as social workers. But both of us, and I know other people in this room, certainly Dr. Warfield and many of us, have for years dreamed of taking that to the next step and having social workers in our schools. Many of you are trained social workers. I know that. Some of you are not. Some of you are mental health counselors and come from other professions. But deep down at heart, you have that social work heart, that mentality that says we want to work together for the betterment of our children and our families. And that's why you're here today. That's why you've taken on this job and this new role. And you are truly pioneering something new for our schools. Now, what do we expect from you? Well, we expect all the world. We realize that there's one of you for each school system. Maybe your local school system was able to provide some extra funds and come up with another person or two to help you. We hope in time we'll be able to expand this to every school district in the state, and then to expand more people out there to help support the cases where our children have mental health needs in our schools. Some of those are going to be cases where you're going to have to help them find therapy through the Alabama Department of Mental Health, and I know that Commissioner Lynn Bashir is also speaking to you, and their department is working closely with us to make sure we have therapists for children who need it. Some of these children may not need therapy, but they do need extra supports from their teachers, from their counselors, from their parents, and that will be, again, up to you to try to help make those connections in our schools and in our communities. Some of the references you'll make will be to family resource centers or to agencies in the community that can help support children. Look, whatever it is, what we are asking from you is to care deeply about these children and their needs, to look deeply at what the resources are in your community, and to help us make those connections. Our primary goal is to make sure that every child learns to read and to write, to grow up, graduate from high school, and become a success in life. That's what I want. That's what you want. That is what we all want for children. But to make that happen, we have to support our kids. We have to teach them to read. We have to teach them to do math. We have to teach them science and social studies. But we also have to support their emotional, psychological, and mental health development. And that's where you come in. And that's why this role is so important. And that's why I'm so excited about this, that we are able to roll this out to more than 100 school districts in this initial year. I said it a minute ago, and I say it again, you are pioneers. You are leading the way, helping us pave the path for better mental health services for all the children in our schools. Our theme at the State Department, and I like to say this anytime I speak to a group like yours, is every child, every chance, every day. That's what we want to be about. We want to make sure that every child, no matter where they are in this state, no matter their zip code, no matter their family background, every child gets every chance, every opportunity we can provide for them, and that we come to school with this attitude every day. Every child, every chance, every day. It's up to you to help us lead the way. I thank you for delving into this work. I thank you for being here for this training. I look forward to our official kickoff in the weeks ahead, and I know that you're going to be jumping in both feet, as they say, and helping support students in our schools across the state. Thank you.